Annette Johnson, and I'm with IC Indy Mag, and I'm here at Martin University in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we're celebrating John Bartlett, which is our state representative representing House District 95's annual Beans and Blues event.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms.
Give you State Representative John L. Bartlett. Let's applaud him.
It's truly an honor to serve in House District 95 for the great state of Indiana. As Martin Luther King once said, any man can be great because any man can serve. From House District 95, this says, State of Indiana, Indiana House of Representatives, be it hereby known and proclaimed that Officer Timothy Day is recognized in his tireless efforts and dedication of 26 years to the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. But anytime you drive around 465, you see it's been changed. The name of it is now the USS Indianapolis Memorial Highway. And that was my legislation to make that happen. Honor them with the I-465 being the USS Indianapolis, I just thought was an awesome, awesome accomplishment in my lifetime. But also, I was approached by a man wanting to make an Indiana Military Veterans Hall of Fame in the great state of Indiana. Mr. Russ Dowden, would you come forward? We were able to do some stuff, and I want Russ to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Bartlett. I'm a retired Army colonel. I was at Fort Harrison. I live out in New Pal now, and I wanted to get established for recognition of Indiana veterans a Hall of Fame, and I wasn't having a lot of luck. I was spinning a lot of wheels and talking to a lot of folks, and then I had the good fortune of meeting John Bartlett. And I told him what I wanted to do, and he said, come down to my office and talk to me about it. Now, what's also important in that is that this is in the last 2 weeks of the legislative session, the first time he hears about it. Budget fights across the aisle. He's very occupied. I went down and talked to him and said, here's what we want to do. And he said, I like it, I'll get it done. I walked out of the State House and crossed the street to get in my car, and I said, no way, can't happen. They're too busy. He's a busy man already. There's the concurrent resolution. John Bartlett got it done. He got it done because, as you've heard the other work that he's done, he thinks that it's very important for Indiana to recognize what the Hoosier veterans have done for the state of Indiana and for our nation. And for that, we thank John Bartlett.
Hi, I'm here with State Representative John Bartlett, who represents State District House 95. And John Bartlett, I wanted you to share some things with me as far as what's going on in the state legislation. And I know you're about to start up in 2014. Can you share some things with me?
Well, I will be pushing the seatbelt legislation to put seatbelts on school buses. I believe that's extremely important for our children. As you know, Annette, last year I pushed that, and they told me that the fiscal on it was too high. However, we gave Speedway $100 million to put to put lights at the Speedway. And when a race car driver gets in a race car, the first thing he or she does is to fasten their seatbelts. But our children don't have that option.
All right, thank you. What else are you working on in state legislation?
Violence and violent crime.
Okay.
I think that I do not believe that it's a public safety issue. I believe that the chemicals that they put in our food the lack of education, the lack of jobs. I think it's more of an economic problem, a food chemical problem that we need to take a look at and make that adjustment for our children.
All right, well, I know we're here celebrating some events with you today, and I'm going to let you get back to your crowd and your supporters out here in House District 95. Thank you.
And thank you for the opportunity.
Hi, I'm here with Joseph Epps, and I know you're here representing an organization. Can you give me a little bit background of the organization, the name of it, and so forth?
The name of the organization is NCOBRA, and that means the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparation in America.
Right, and we're here this evening at State Representative John Bartlett's annual event. And what brought you out this evening?
Well, my support for John Bartlett and the things that he's doing, especially around education and getting young black men specifically to Martin University.
All right, and tell me a little bit background about your organization as well while we have a few minutes.
The National Coalition of Blacks for Reparation in America is about repairing and healing the injury areas caused by enslavement. And what we're trying to do is get people to understand that repair is not necessarily receiving a check. There's more to repair than receiving a check. And the injury areas that we have is areas that we had to repair ourselves that was caused by enslavement. And part of those is education and mental and physical conditions that we're suffering. And you know, in 2008, the Congress apologized for enslaving black people in America. But they didn't do anything about repairing us from the pain and suffering that we're still suffering from today. And so the question is, what is it that we're looking for as far as repair? And we know that in order to be repaired, you have to focus on repairing yourself. And it's not up to government as we know it in America to repair us. But we're looking for some compensation from the government to repair us, and that's centered around education and economics.
All right, well, thank you for a few minutes of your time, and good luck with your organization as well.
Thank you for the opportunity to get it out nationwide, hopefully.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here at Martin University here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we're here celebrating State Representative John Bartlett's annual Beans and Blues fundraising event. But I also have a wonderful candidate here with me, Todd Woodmansey, which is running for
Marion Superior Court Judge.
All right. Now tell us a little bit about the background of you and why you're running for judge.
Absolutely. I've spent my entire life in public service. I came out of law school and immediately went to work for Jeff Modisette at the Indiana Attorney General's office. And then I left there and was a deputy prosecutor for Marion County for a couple of years. And then the last 10 years I've had my own private practice and also had a contract with the Marion County Public Defender Agency. I spent a lot of time working with good Democrats. I've been a precinct committeeman for 13 years until this year when I had to resign since I declared to run for judge. And I've always wanted to be a judge because I just love public service, and I feel that as an attorney the best way I can give back in public service is to serve from the bench and be a steward of one of our Superior Court benches.
All right, well, thank you for sharing that with us. Now, if there's anything that you want to share to our audience that's going to be viewing this particular video, what would you share with them about you?
I think the biggest thing is the fact that I have dedicated my career to public service, and that I think that I have had a very strong background in Democratic politics, and I've worked very hard for the Democratic Party and want to continue to do that, and would really appreciate everybody's support come May.
All right, well, Todd Woodmansey, again, for a Superior Court Judge, thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck as well.
And thank you for being my chairperson, Annette. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here with Cornell Burris, and he just received an award today here at Martin University, and some information of how you felt today receiving this particular award.
This was a total surprise to me. It caught me off guard. I didn't know anything about it, and I'm humbly, I really, truly appreciate this award. I will remember this day that as long as I live, and I thank State Representative John Bartlett for this wonderful blessing, wonderful award. I've served, hopefully, in the community to help in many areas. It's just my calling from God to be a servant of mankind. And I don't know what I can say to express my deeply appreciation for this award. I wish I could give John Bartlett $1 million right there.
Well, I want to thank you for serving your country, and thank you for a few minutes of your time.
Thank you. Annette. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you.
Hi, we had a wonderful time here at Martin University with the kickoff of State Representative John Bartlett's annual Beans and Blues fundraising event. I'm here again, Annette Johnson with IC Indy Mag.